Get fast, reliable internet for any budget. Now qualifying customers can get Xfinity Internet free through the Affordable Connectivity Program. That's right, free high-speed internet from Xfinity. And Internet Essentials customers can get equipment included at no extra cost. Get started today.
Finally tired of doing the same things over and over again, expecting different results? Well, this show is going to help you change your life for the better. Strap on your seatbelt and navigate this roller coaster we call life with human potential expert and best-selling author Dr. Verna Price. Each week, Dr. Verna blesses you with her virtues to live your best life so you can be the best you that you can be.
Welcome back to Dr. Verna's Virtues. For those of you who are brand new, welcome. It's great to have you. Please listen in, subscribe, tell your friends and family to do the same. And for my regulars, it's great to see you again. I'm back on schedule now with my podcast, and so it's great to see you again. So today we're going to talk about delegation. And I've been saying this a lot, right? Every dream needs a team. Every dream needs a team. No one does anything by themselves. Even though you may think you are, the reality is that you need a team. And the reality is that to make that dream really work requires a team. So we're going to talk about that today because I think that you do have a vision. I think you do have some big goals. And if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling as though somehow it's not moving fast enough, it probably has something to do with your team. So let's go ahead and start with change your life affirmation. Put your hand on your heart and repeat after me. This is my life, and I get to change it when I want to, how I want to, if I want to, because it was given to me. And that makes me very valuable, very important, very lovable, and extremely powerful. I say this over and over again because it is true. You have enough power in you right now to change whatever it is you want to change in your life. So today we're going to talk about getting that dream of yours to where it really wants, where you really want to see it, where you really want to be. Wherever that big vision is, it's going to take something. And what it's going to take is a team. To make the dream work, you need a team to be working for you. Now, when you think about your team, you don't necessarily have to have best friends on your team. You have to have people who know how to operate and who know how to make things happen. One of the mistakes that we make in our lives is that we think that someone has to be our very best friend, our very closest person to actually work with us and get things done. The truth of the matter is that for your team, you need a few things. First of all, you need people who you can trust. People who believe in, secondly, people who believe in your vision. Don't think that your team is going to work if they don't believe in your vision. They have to believe in your vision. And why is that so important? Because you're going to give this vision over to them to help you get it realized. You want to get whatever it is your big vision is, whatever it is your big goal is, you want that thing accomplished. It cannot be accomplished without a team. And for those of us, and we've all done this because we are all human, right? We've tried to do it ourselves. I do this myself, I do this myself, I do that myself. And then you look up, a year has gone by and nothing has happened and you feel stuck. Why? Because you need a team to roll that thing out and make that thing happen. So to make it work, to delegate properly, first of all, is your vision clear? Do you know what you want? Is it clear to your whole team? Do they believe in it? Does your team believe in what you are doing? Do they believe in you? Do you really know that they believe in you? And then do you trust your team members? Because here's what happens. When you give that dream over to your team, they may not do things exactly the way you do them, but they will get the same outcome. Let me say that again. They may not do things exactly the way you would do them. Do you know why? They're not you, right? They're not Dr. Verna, so they're not going to do exactly the way I do things. But here's the goal. If the goal is clear, if the outcome is clear, if the vision is clear, they're going to do it how they're going to do it because what? They're individuals. And so you've got to trust your team enough to know that they know what the vision is and they're going to get to the outcome, the same outcome you would have gotten to. So when your team trusts you, they believe in you, they believe in the vision. And then after that team is together, here's what you do. And I'm talking about getting that dream to work. Because I don't know about you, but I have big dreams. And I hope that you have some big dreams too. And to get those big dreams done, you're going to need a team. And your team doesn't have to be huge, just so you know. Right? You can have a team of 2 or 3 people that can get it done. And I call it working it out. In my organization, in my consulting business, I'm talking working this thing out. When I give you something to do, I know you're going to make it happen because you know how to work it out. You know what the big goal and the big dream is, and you know how to push forward to get that thing done. So you don't have to think huge team, but here's what you need from your team. You need to make sure that not only does your team believe in you and know what the vision is and is committed to that vision, but they have the skills it takes to get whatever their part is done. You don't want to redo what your team is doing. That's a waste of time, a waste of energy, a waste of resources. Absolutely not. If you have to redo what your team is doing, the team isn't working. Here's how you know it's working. You give them something to do, they execute, they make it happen. And you know it's working. You don't have to redo. And when your team is done doing the work, when they have come together and figured it out, and you figure out what you need from your team, you know what needs to gets done. You know, is it a marketing piece? Is it a creative piece? Is it a structural logistics piece? Whatever it is that you need, you figure out what you need from your team. I'll give you a little secret. Most of the team members that you need are within your sphere already. There are some people who are simply waiting for you to say, hey, could you help me out with this? Right? And even if you don't have a whole big dollars, some people just want to be a part of something amazing. And when you have a big dream, people want to be a part of that. And sometimes they're just waiting for you to ask and to say, hey, will you please help me out with this? And they will just jump to it and they will do an amazing job for you. Now, once they've done that for you, what's your job? What's your job as a leader in this? What's your job as a visionary? Your job is to celebrate them. Your job is to celebrate them. Your job is to authentically thank them. And let me just say to you, no one wants to be thanked publicly if they haven't been thanked privately. Let me say that again. No one wants to be thanked publicly if they haven't been thanked privately. If you haven't taken your team aside and said, hey, you know what? Thank you for doing this, and you've done this, an amazing way. They don't want you to get up in front of people and say, hey, oh my goodness, Dr. Verna has done this, and this, when you've never even talked to them and had a conversation with them behind the scenes. No, people appreciate. Your team appreciates when you just pull them aside and just thank them for what they are doing in their own way. So you celebrate your team, you thank them authentically. And then the third thing you do is you find ways to promote your team. You find ways to get them to their next level, to get them to where they want to be in their own dreams and their own goals. All right. So I hope that this has been helpful for you as you take your dream to your next level. Every big dream needs an amazing team. All right. Thanks for joining me today, Dr. Verna's Virtues. Please do come back. You can learn more about me at drvernaprice.com. I also have a new website coming out, drverna.club, where you can get personal power mentoring any time of the day. So check it out, and I'll see you next week. Let's finish with our affirmation. Don't forget that. This is my life, and I get to change it when I want to, how I want to, and if I want to, because it was given to me. And that makes me very valuable, very important, very lovable, and extremely powerful. All right. See you next week. Bye.
Get caught up on previous episodes of Dr. Verna's Virtues at ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
At Hy-Vee, we take pride in being part of the communities we serve. In 2021, we donated more than 14 million meals, and this year, we're committed to doing even more. For over 90 years, we've been the place that people turn in time of need, and we take that very seriously. That's why we're loading our semis full of food this week and making deliveries across the Midwest to help families this Easter. To join our effort, simply donate when you're at the checkout. Together, we can make a big difference for those in need.
right, did you know I was the mommy slam dunk champion?
Really?
Yes, really don't sound so surprised.
Let's see it.
Oh, you're ready. All right, here we go. Let's hear the crowd. So go to right, I go to left, fake 'em out. Mama, go up, mama!
She did it.
Again?
You can't avoid gravity, but United Healthcare can help you avoid financial surprises by helping you compare costs and doctor quality ratings. United Healthcare.
Uh-huh.
Y'all know how important helping the community is to me, and let's be honest, our communities need us right now. All of us. People are always asking me, Shaletta, how can I make a difference? Well, I have the answer. Xcel Energy is putting on its annual day of service, and you can take part. It's happening Thursday, September 8th through Sunday, September 11th. There will be nearly 80 nonprofit projects where you can volunteer to pack meals for folks in need, put together school supply kits, and more. Join thousands of your neighbors along with Xcel Energy employees. You can even get your kids involved. It's a meaningful opportunity for your entire family to make a difference. To learn more about Xcel Energy's Day of Service project, go to their website at www.xcelenergy.com/DOSinfo. Do your part to give back to the places where we all live and work.